going backwards through the zodiac, and then we come right back. So where we at? My folk, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Nodian, Brodians. What's good, y'all? Scorpio time, right? It's for my August Scorpions. What's good? Yo, I got something special coming up for y'all. We're going to be talking about the 3 Scorpios in a minute, right? Oh, and we're not going to let this go as we see Heteru Tim. First thing that pops out, you know, Heteru Tim. We wasn't quite ready because we were still trying to talk about situations, but we want to take this because it came out. Heteru Tim is on the table, y'all. Heteru Tim. Alright, now that we done started, everything else I say could fall to the back right now. So we're going to go with this reading. Heteru Tim. What else is coming out? Oh, Heteru Hetep. Oh, can't cover it up. Alright, so we got Heteru negative into Heteru positive. Okay, so, you know, alright, it's out with the old and with the new kind of thing for some of us. Maybe not. Let's see. Heteru Tem Chas. Heteru Hetep. We're just gonna give it the HHH because y'all love my handwriting so much. Alright. So yeah, so you know, y'all know what Heteru is about. Heteru is that Venusian spirit that makes you smile. You know what I mean? You get your creativity on, you get your sensuality on, you know, you get your, you know, your sweetness in there. You know what I mean? You know, that's when you like to eat your sweets. Heteru Temps. And to Heteru Heteps, right? So we got, again, Heteru Tem, which is negative, into Heteru positive. So, you know, all in all, we can say y'all dealing with, or we are dealing with, some Heteru stuff, right? For the good or for the bad or for the good, right? First card that came up was Temp, so gotta acknowledge that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's summertime, right? How they say, you know what I mean? If you more so in your animal spirit, then, you know what I mean, what's going on in the ethers, in the atmosphere, is going to be having a heavy effect on your spirit. So, yeah, you know how they say people get in the summertime, we get their Heteru on, right? So, you know, be careful of that, right? You want to, you know, however you're doing it, you want to bring it into a positive effect. You want to, you know what I mean, whatever you're doing, don't do it too much, right? Don't overindulge, right? Don't deplete yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't do too much. That's how we say, don't do too much, right? So, you know, yeah, man, you know, you're going to be dealing with love situations, some of y'all, like, you know, perhaps like me, you know what I mean? You stepping away from something. You got a love circumstance that's now temp, right? Well, you stay at peace, you do what you got to do, and that love, that situation is, maybe not that situation, but your next situation, right? You know, you open up for your next situation, which is a hetep, it's a tool, it's a good thing, right? So yeah, man, you know, Heteru's in the case. Get your Heteru mantra and do your thing. You know how to do it, bomb, clean, soft. If you don't know how to chant go, look at one of my, yeah, which one? Yeah, my miracle video. On that video, I chant the Heteru chant. You know, for like once or twice. You know what I mean? I was talking about a little situation in there. Check it out and see what it looked like. Right? But yeah, chant the mantra. Invoke Heteru. Right? So you can get on your smooth suave joint. You know what I mean? I had to get on my Heteru joint today. Cut my, you know what I mean? Y'all saw me, I was rough in my last video. You know what I mean? I was roughing it. I was on my you know what I mean? Because we had to come out here and do what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on my Heteru today. I had to bring the clippers out. So, alright, y'all. So, here we go. We're going to do it, E King. What's poppin'? Open. 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 Open, open, open. Coon on this case. Opening up. Open. Close. Open, close. Open, open, close, open. And it's looking like harmony in the building. 8th hexagram. Straight up. No stress lines. The 8 hexagram with heterus. Hey man, some of y'all gonna be meeting some folks. You know what I mean? You're gonna be meeting that other half. You know what I mean? It's on the table. Uniting, right? Unity, right? The 8th hexagram. That's when, you know, people are coming together to do something, right? That's when 1 meets 2 and they become 1. You know, they unite, right? So yeah, be on the lookout for, you know, her or him. You know, that's what's happening. You know what I mean? And be careful, right? To don't be, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, I know some of y'all, because it's Scorpio, yo, some of y'all is Scorpions, y'all crawling on your belly with it, right? But it's 3 modes to the Scorpio. I'm going to talk about this in a future video. Actually, you know, it's coming up soon. But there's 3 modes to the Scorpio, okay? First, you have the Scorpion. Scorpion is the little animal that crawls on the ground, right? His belly is to the ground as he crawls, right? That means that he's in his instincts. He ain't, you know, quite thinking about life. He's all instincts. He's moving off he got his stinger, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't mess with him, he will sting you. You know what I mean? You know, then we got, you know, the next level of Scorpio is, you know, when you are, you know, when you level up, right? What you level up to is the eagle, right? Now you're a predatory bird that flies in the skies, looking over things, right? You know, you have a good look, right? You can see now, right? You have a great vantage point. But not only that, you have an authority about yourself, right? Now you're an authority. You have, you know, some level of control over your being, right? You know, you're not at the top level of control yet, but you are controlling yourself, right? So that's what, you know, when I'm talking, I would like to talk to my eagle and above, right? The next level above eagle is Phoenix, right? The Phoenix, my Scorpios in this Phoenix mode, this is where, you know, we put all the lessons of life together and we understand this thing about Osir and we come to peace, right? With ourselves and with others, right? You know, we promote healing, we promote peace, you know what I mean? That's where we at when we at the Phoenix level. So it's a higher level, it's a progression with the Scorpio thing, right? At the bottom, we dangerous, right? We dangerous to ourselves and others, right? You know, in the middle, you know what I mean? We are, you know, governing things, right? So we're no longer dangerous, right? You know what I mean? This is where most of us are gonna be if you know, somebody who's of conscientious thought, you trying to, you know, better yourself. You know what I mean? You looking at your past mistakes, you fixing yourself, right? Now you're an ego, right? You know? You're still not quite there, you know, at, you know, Osir, right? You're not perfect, right? You're not, you know, expressing you know, your highest level, right? But, you know, you on your way, right? And then you got the Phoenix, like I said, you know, now at the Phoenix, you are purified, right? You're purifying, you know, yourself and everything that's around you, right? Now, you know, this is where you have gone through the fire of life, right? You've gone through the fire, and in that fire, there was a purification of your person, right? Fire is the thing that cleanses you. You know, you ever see, you you got a splinter. You know, your dad trying to get your splinter out your foot because you know you done stepped on something crazy, right? First, before he do anything, what he do? He put the pin that he took. He got this pin. He gonna pick the thing out. But before he does anything, he sprinkles some alcohol on it, and then he put the fire to it, right? Because the fire purifies it, right? And then you wipe it off, you know what I mean? Do alcohol again, and then you get in there, and you won't get nothing affected. But that's what you got to do now, right? You know what I'm saying? Put the fire to it, right? And you perfect yourself, right? So we are now trying to rise ourselves, right? So I say all of that to say, Heheru Tem is first. Right? Meaning that this is going to appeal to the low Scorpio aspect in you, right? In this coming up time, something's going to trigger your low level Scorpio, right? Something's going to trigger your sensuality piece, right? That Sahu aspect of you, right? That part of you that just want to, you know, feel good. You on your most feel good portion. You know what I'm saying? You're not really conscientious about doing things in a way that you're controlling yourself at the low level Scorpio. So, you know, I'm saying that to say, you know, take that as it is. You know what I mean? You know, you might meet somebody, and you know, you might want to jump straight into bed. You do what you want to do. This reading says that that's what you will likely do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Me myself, you know what I'm saying? I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit older, even though, you know what I'm saying? Do I say it? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm trying to be a little bit more, you know, I'm a little bit more, I don't know how you say it. I'm a little bit more, you know what I mean, even kill. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm controlling myself. See, I'm trying to make sure that I do things right. See, I did it wrong before, right? I know what it looked like when it's wrong, right? When it's wrong, you know what I mean, we let our chemistry just get there, and then we get wrapped up into the sexual thing, and now that's what we got between us, and you know, that's all we are really on, right? So the relationship gets driven off of sensuality. You know what I'm saying? I failed at that a couple times. You know what I mean? A few times in this lifetime, I have failed by basing my relationships on sensuality, right? Allowing, you know what I mean, whatever the chemistry was to drive us, right? So, you know, so I know to approach this reading with some caution, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I know my person, right? I know where I can go with it, right? Now I gotta be like, you know, making sure that I'm, you know, cool. Sometimes you just want to have fun. You want to have fun, make sure the other person want to have fun too, and that's what it is. Y'all don't got no plans to really, you know, do something that's real substantial. Then maybe that's what y'all gonna do. I don't know. You know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all gonna do. Stick it where it fit, but that's what it is. All right, let's go to the tarot. See what the tarot have to say. What the tarot have to say is the ice cream man comes by. Him know him is disturbing the situation, but him gonna do what him gonna do. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords, which is the truth, and the Three of Swords, which can be the lie. Right? Three of Swords is it's rough times right there. What's happening right there? Well, the young lady and the young man have conspired to kill the young man. They have conspired to stick a sword in his heart. Rough times, man. That's rough times. But that's what's on the table, yo. I'm telling the truth. Yeah. Okay, so what we got on the bottom? On the bottom, we got the Page of Swords, right? So it's investigations. Somebody got their cards out, you know what I mean? They looking at their videos, they trying to check you out. Something's going zone, Jack. You know what I mean? Swords is all over the place. Right? We got the Ace of Swords, right? So some truth is on the table, but some people are hiding it, right? And it's some slickness on the case too, right? And it's all involving head-of-root stuff, right? Because we see that's a third-party situation right there. You know what I mean? That's three parties right there. Two parties conspiring to do the one party dirty, right? Most likely, these two was connected. Yeah, that's how they go, man. I'm telling the truth. Yeah, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Man, Page of Swords is a funny character. He's a trickster. You know what I mean? See, it's funny because in the tarot, they call what I'm doing here the Page of Swords. Why? Because, you know, I'm investigating matters. Okay. But see, we deal with this thing in the Metu Neter as Tehuti. Why? Because it's talking about foreknowledge, wisdom, right? Foreknowledge. Knowledge is Tehuti, right? So we're trying to see what's going on, right? You know, and we're dealing with the spirit, which is the highest, you know, intention on this earth, right? We're talking about the spirit. So we're dealing with wisdom. So yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, maybe somehow, you know, I mean, we can get some of this stuff modified. But yeah, anyway, that's what's on the table. Let me write it down. It was the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, heartbreak, yucky, rust, and the Page of Swords, right? On the bottom. Yeah, Page of Swords is on the bottom. So them two was on the top, Page of Swords, Pardon the burp. Don't they say that's the truth burp, the confirmation burp, or something crazy like that? That's what they be saying. That's what they be saying. Yeah. So, yeah. So, you know, got some funny stuff going on. Yeah, that Heteru Tem, that speaks to that Three of Swords action, right? Heteru Tem is what? Cheating, right? Somebody's cheating on somebody. You know what I mean? You know, or someone's not dealing with their Heteru faculty on the up, right? They on the low with their Heteru faculty, right? So what are they doing? They're on the low with their sensual urges. What's that about? You know what I mean? You cheating, you know, somebody could, be dealing with the other, dealing with the same same sex. This is on the table, you know what I mean? It's all on the table, Jack. You know what I mean? But, Three of Swords is usually a betrayal, right? It's a, separations that have to come because there was a betrayal going on, right? Some level of truth is not being spoken, right? Because, Three of Swords come right behind it. Page of Swords is, a trickster. Page of Swords is like Sebek, you know what I mean? It's like Sebek. He's like, Sebek Tem, really, you know what I mean? It can be two, it can be Sebek 2, positive Sebek, because, you get your investigation on, you know what I mean? And depending on your level, you know what I mean? You are what you are. But yeah, man, basically that's what's going on, Scorpios. We got Heteru heavy in the situation. Sebek is lurking in the building too. So we dealing in the Sahu aspect, right? Right? You want to purify that Heteru. You know what I mean? You want to chant Osir, right? Chant Osir, the cycle, so that you can purify that Heteru. So that Heteru goes 2, not 10. So that Heteru, so we see the Hetep part of that Heteru, right? Chant to Osir and Heteru to clean up what's going on in this reading. Scorpios, right? Alright? That's it. I'm going to say peace and love. Thank y'all for coming out, checking out the brother. You know what I mean? We want to be able to do this more often for y'all. So we need y'all to hit that like button so my views can go up. And I can come out here and do this more often because the income is proper from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to break off, do other things with income. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's that, y'all. We're going to say peace and love, and we're going to get back in a second. Peace.